Good evening and welcome to ABC 31 News. I'm Scott Beadle. Tonight's top story: Central Louisiana Technical Community College held its 2017 spring graduation ceremony at the Rapides Parish Coliseum. The school recognized 389 graduates and 222 participated in that ceremony. Brigadier General Gary M. Brito provided the commencement address. Brito is the commanding general of the Joint Readiness Training Center and Fort Polk. The spring graduates are from all 7 campuses in Alexandria, Cottonport, Faraday, Jena, Oakdale, Winfield, and Leesville. Today, the Kiwanis Club teamed up with DF Huddle at Camp Kiwanis for Terrific Kids Day to reward well-behaved and honor students. The Kiwanis Club chose 4 different schools this year to come enjoy outdoor activities and food. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers is here with your weather now.
Very warm temperatures out there once again here, Scott. Late this afternoon, temperatures into the upper 80s to low 90s. Some gusty winds too out of the south direction, bringing in a little extra humidity, also bringing in more warmth as well as temperatures not only today but into our Friday and into the weekend. Staying into the mid to upper 80s. Could see some showers and thunderstorms, though, move into the area late tomorrow afternoon. But looks like much better chances of rain coming over the weekend. Could see some heavy rain possible on Saturday and keeping that threat of rain around for even Sunday. Now, next week, temperatures do cool off a little bit, back into the upper 70s for highs by early next week. So here's the highs from today. Again, seeing those highs around the upper 80s to low 90s. 91 degrees today here in Alexandria, 90 in Monroe and Shreveport, 87 in Natchitoches, and 89 degrees to the high temperature today in Baton Rouge. So for tonight, mostly cloudy skies. Yeah, very humid out there once again. 73 degrees by tomorrow morning. South-southeast winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So we'll look at that threat of rain for your Friday, but see the better rain chances come in for the weekend. Along with those rain chances this weekend, a little bit cooler weather too. And we'll talk more about that with that 7-day forecast coming up in just a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Chris. An Alexandria man is behind bars for allegedly stealing firearms from another man's car. Police say in early April they got a report of a theft on Cody Lane. The victim told police a firearm had been taken from the vehicle. The investigation led them to Marquise Howard. He surrendered to authorities and is in jail on a $23,000 bond. The fight against cancer and celebration of cancer survivors continues with the Vernon Parish Relay for Life.
The big part of the event is we celebrate cancer survivors, and so we invite all of Vernon Parish cancer survivors to come out. We want to celebrate them, and so that's a big part, is making sure that they know how, what the work that we're doing is for them, and so they're proof of that work. And so they come out, they get a free t-shirt, they get some other goodies, they get a free meal, and at the beginning of our ceremonies, they take a survivor lap. And so it's really cool that survivors that were diagnosed maybe like 2 weeks ago or 25 years ago are coming together, to share that unique journey that both of them have gone through, and to know that, if you're 2 weeks in, there's people that are 25 years out. And so it's a really great feeling for them.
Vernon Parish Relay for Life is tomorrow. Opening ceremonies begin at 6 p.m. on the Vernon Parish Fairgrounds. To learn more, you can visit relayforlife.org/Vernon. LA. The leading craft specialty and fabric retailer in America held a grand opening event today at its newest location in Alexandria on MacArthur Drive. Joann has over 800 stores across the nation. They offer crafting supplies, seasonal accessories, fabrics, tools, home decor, and project ideas with in-store classes. The grand opening festivities will run through Saturday with mystery giveaways and sales. The Waiter app is now available in Alexandria and might just make your life a little easier.
Waiter's a little bit different than a lot of your on-demand apps. We charge the base rate on the restaurant prices and only charge the customer a $5 fee for the delivery. There are no minimums for ordering, so if you wanted to order just one item, you could actually order that and it will be delivered to you. We partner up with the restaurant, so they are our partners as well. And when they do well, we do well as well. Convenience factor, the Waiter app is a convenience factor for people who can't get away for lunch.
To learn more, you can visit waitrapp.com. Plants with golden colored leaves can accentuate your summer landscape. On this edition of Get It Growing, LSU Ag Center horticulturist Dan Gill introduces us to some plants with golden foliage that can work well in many color schemes.
Today, I'd like to tell you about a touch of gold, and what I'm talking about are wonderful plants that have golden leaves or chartreuse leaves. Become so popular in our gardens these days. The color really blends with all kinds of color schemes, and there are lots of plants to choose from. Many coleuses like these you see here have golden shades in their leaves and chartreuse colors, and they're really wonderful for height. This is alternanthera or Joseph's coat, and this is a wonderful golden cultivar with this bright gold color here. Lysimachia or creeping jenny, this is a nice variegated one with a nice yellow chartreuse variegation. This also has bright golden yellow flowers as well. One of my favorite sedums, you see the sedum here, it's called Gold Ball. The foliage gets a nice chartreuse color. It also produces golden yellow flowers. Now over here, these are also plants that have golden colored leaves. One of the very best is this Duranta called Cuban Gold. It has brilliant gold leaves. Now notice this plant right here is greener. These plants will be more green if you plant them in more shade. So your best color is really where they get a lot of good sun. And finally, we have ornamental sweet potatoes like Margarita, Emerald Lace. These also add a nice chartreuse or gold look to the garden. So think about adding these plants now to your landscapes and flower beds. Perfect time to plant them, and they'll provide color for you all through the summer season. For Get It Growing, I'm Dan Gill with the LSU Ag Center.
And for more information on other lawn and garden topics, contact your parish's LSU Ag Center Extension Service Office or visit the LSU Ag Center website at lsuagcenter.com and click on the Lawn and Garden button.
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is Crime Watch Daily. We get bad guys arrested. This is why heroin is such a problem, and you're part of it. You get warrants issued.
I went to meet somebody, and they say that she was underage.
And with your help,
the real perpetrators, they're going to be sitting in prison, and my daughter is going to be free.
you get justice served.
Very grateful for Crime Watch Daily.
Airs weekdays at 3 on KLAX TV. Download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
President Trump had his first public reaction to the appointment of the special counsel in the Russia probe. ABC's Maggie Rulli reports from Washington.
There's been bipartisan praise for the appointment of a special counsel, with one notable exception.
The entire thing has been a witch hunt, and there is no collusion between certainly myself and my campaign, but I can always speak for myself and the Russians, zero. I think it divides the country.
Defending his White House in the face of that major announcement from the Department of Justice, the appointment of former FBI Director Robert Mueller to take over the investigation into Russian election meddling and possible collusion with the Trump campaign. But over on Capitol Hill,
if the president has nothing to hide, then he and the Republicans in Congress should welcome independent investigations to remove all doubt of a cover-up.
Early and consistent praise for the decision coming from both sides of the aisle.
This is an investigation involving Russia, involving another country interfering with our elections. And so the Intelligence Committee, in my opinion, is the best place for that.
Even those against a special counsel are still liking the choice.
I don't think appointing a special counsel was necessary, but if one was going to be appointed, I think Bob Mueller is an excellent choice.
And the man who picked Mueller, Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, briefing senators behind closed doors today on his decision to appoint the special counsel and his role in the firing of former FBI Director James Comey.
It was a counterintelligence investigation before now. It seems to me now to be considered a criminal investigation.
President Trump also said today that he'll be announcing a permanent replacement as head of the FBI soon. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Washington.
Chaos in the heart of New York City as a car goes out of control, striking multiple pedestrians. ABC's Emily Rao is in Times Square with the latest.
That's what a car running people over, okay? Police say 26-year-old Richard Rojas took a wrong turn in Times Square and then jumped a curb onto a sidewalk into a crowd.
It was like a bowling, hitting people.
He drove for 3 blocks, hitting 24 people before crashing into a barricade.
Along the route, the subject's vehicle struck 23 pedestrians, causing multiple injuries and 1 fatality.
An 18-year-old woman died from her injuries. Her sister was also hurt.
Be advised, I've sent multiple buses.
The suspected driver from the Bronx has a criminal record, including 2 arrests for driving while intoxicated. Police say Rojas tried to run after his car crashed, ending up sideways against the barricade. He reportedly punched an officer. Police saying a traffic agent tackled him, taking Rojas into custody.
Even though you know what's in the back of your head, you always think, like, that will never happen. We have the best security. We have all these people and all these things we don't even know about to keep us safe.
This is still very much an active crime scene, though police firmly saying they believe it was an isolated incident. Those injured are expected to survive. Emily Rao, ABC News, Times Square, New York.
The former chairman of Fox News, Roger Ailes, has died. Ailes' wife confirmed his death this morning. Ailes changed the face of cable news, with millions of people watching his network every night. ABC's Josh Haskell has more.
Roger Ailes, one of the founders of the Fox News channel, has died.
A giant in media and politics, Roger Ailes died Thursday after being in a coma. The 77-year-old fell in the bathroom of his Palm Beach home last week. In a statement, Ailes' wife Beth wrote, "Roger was my best friend, the most wonderful, loving husband and father to our son Zachary." Ailes advised the successful presidential campaigns of Nixon, Reagan, and George H.W. Bush. He later built Fox News, providing conservatives with a powerful voice.
Roger invented Fox News and for 20 years has been Fox News.
Rupert Murdoch called the former Fox News chairman a brilliant broadcaster. Roger played a huge role in shaping America's media over the last 30 years. He will be remembered by the many people on both sides of the camera that he discovered, nurtured, and promoted. Last year, Ailes found himself at the center of sexual harassment allegations from Fox News anchors including Gretchen Carlson and Megyn Kelly. He resigned last summer. Following his death, President George H.W. Bush tweeted, "He wasn't perfect, but Roger Ailes was my friend and I loved him. Not sure I would have been president without his great talent, loyal help. Rest in peace." After Roger Ailes left Fox News, he returned to politics briefly to assist Donald Trump in debate prep against Hillary Clinton. A spokeswoman for Trump called the two longtime friends. Josh Haskell, ABC News, New York.
And late today, the Palm Beach Medical Examiner's Office said the cause of Ailes' death was accidental and there is no evidence of foul play. Chris back with us now, and sounds like a few chances of rain on the way.
Yeah, we're definitely going to keep that wet weather in the forecast here the next several days. Warm temperatures today, 91 degrees are high late this afternoon. Just a few degrees below that record of 96 for this date, set back in 1906. Morning low of 70. It looks like some rain chances for your Friday, but better chances for the weekend. We'll talk more about that when we come back.
KLAX TV has been giving away great prizes month after month. Now, we're giving you a chance to win a $500 gift card to spend at Clark Dunbar Flooring Superstore. That's right, $500 courtesy of Clark Dunbar and KLAX TV. Visit us online on Facebook, on Twitter, and click register and get ready to win. Enter daily, share the post to increase your chances of winning. It's time to win from KLAX TV and Clark Dunbar Flooring Superstore.
Follow us on Twitter. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
And welcome back, everyone. A good Thursday evening to you. Another warm and humid day out there today as our high temperatures made it back into the upper 80s to low 90s in much of Louisiana. And also notice some gusty winds too. South winds were gusting as high as 25 miles per hour late this afternoon. That's just really helping pump the atmosphere full of moisture and full of heat here. And as a front comes in as we get to late tomorrow afternoon and especially into the weekend, we could see some showers and thunderstorms around. Right now, severe weather not looking like the best here in central Louisiana. Most of the activity will stay further to our north, but by Saturday and Sunday may see some isolated severe weather with some of those storms that do move through. Other potential will be for some heavy rain with some of these showers and thunderstorms that continue to push through the area here for the next several days. And the rare cooler temperatures are with this too. By early next week, could be talking about highs back into the upper 70s by Monday and Tuesday of next week. That's a few days away yet. We're still seeing temperatures like today, upper 80s to low 90s throughout the area. 91 degrees a high today here in Alexandria, 90 degrees Monroe and Shreveport, 89 degrees the high in Leesville late this afternoon. Now for tonight, we'll see mostly cloudy skies out there, but right now still some sunshine. 88 degrees current temperature, dew point at 67. South-southeast winds at 13, but have been gusting as high as 22 miles per hour in the last hour anyway. It looks like those gusty winds will hang around here overnight tonight as well. So we'll fall back to about 73, mostly cloudy skies, still pretty humid and very warm overnight. South-southeast winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we head into our Friday then, some clouds to start the day, then a mix of clouds and sun through the noon hour, 82 by noon. By afternoon, that's when we could see some showers and thunderstorms in the forecast, about a 30 to 40% chance of that happening by the afternoon, a high temperature reaching 86 on our Friday. So cloudy skies expected again as we get to the weekend. Then we'll see more clouds around, also more chances of showers and thunderstorms. Could see some heavy rain with some of these storms as well. And even in early next week, going to keep that threat of storms in our forecast, but slightly cooler temperatures arrive early next week, along with those chances of storms by Monday and Tuesday, even into Wednesday as well. Here's a look at our surface map. Again, some green on the map here in parts of Louisiana, showing some scattered showers and thunderstorms for our Friday. Again, severe weather is going to stay further to our west through much of the day on Friday. Again, seeing that severe weather through parts of Texas, Oklahoma, all the way up into Kansas as well. But we'll keep the severe weather out of here for Friday, just some chances of storms by the afternoon. Overnight tonight, back into the low to mid 70s by tomorrow morning, mostly cloudy skies, up into the mid 80s for highs on our Friday. 86 degrees our high temperature here in Alexandria, 87 degrees a high in Marksville, 86 degrees in Bunkie. Again, could see some showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. And 7-day forecast keeps that threat of rain going through the weekend. Could see temperatures in the mid 80s on Saturday, low 80s by Sunday, and upper 70s by next week, with more chances of storms through early parts of next week before we finally dry it out by Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Scott?
Thanks, Chris. Consumer Reports is out with their list of the best sunscreens, and according to their research, those SPF numbers are not always accurate.
With the official start to beach season almost upon us, Consumer Reports is releasing their list of the best sunscreens to keep your skin safe all summer long. Their top 3 picks: La Roche-Posay Melt-In Sunscreen Milk SPF 60 at $36. Trader Joe's Spray SPF 50 Plus at $6, and Equate Sport Lotion SPF 50 at $5.
There's really no correlation between price and performance.
According to Consumer Reports, those SPF numbers aren't always a reliable indicator of protection. Almost a third of their samples not matching the SPF number.
We tested 58 lotion sprays and sticks. And out of those sunscreens, 20 of them came in our tests at less than half the SPF listed on the label.
And while the Personal Care Products Council, a trade association that represents the sunscreen industry, told them it disagreed with their findings and that their methods aren't the same as required by the product manufacturer to assign the SPF designation, Consumer Reports stands by their report.
We suggest looking for a chemical sunscreen, such as one with avobenzone, that has at least an SPF of 40.
One Arizona dad has become the most popular man in the neighborhood after spending a year constructing a pirate ship treehouse. Nick Chiletti has the story.
So we are inside an actual pirate ship right now, and we haven't even left the valley. Don't believe me? Well, there's all kinds of treasures here and secret hideaways, even a steering wheel. But believe me, this is just the beginning of what this place offers.
Stephen Hill and his wife, now the most popular people in this entire Casa Grande neighborhood.
I love it.
What's not to love about this pirate ship? It took Stephen an entire year. Loads of donated lumber from Home Depot and plenty of trips to Goodwill to build the entire thing by hand, every last nail.
To experience it every day is kind of neat because, you know, it takes you to another world, and it's a chance for the neighborhood children to kind of step away from life in the desert for a little while.
They're getting off to a swinging start, that's for sure. Stephen thought of every last detail: a steering wheel, an octopus, even the living quarters.
So at least, you know, if you're in the doghouse with your wife, you have a place to come sleep, right?
Yes, I could sleep and look at the stars.
And ahoy, mateys, no plank here, but look up.
That crow's nest is the tallest structure in Casa Grande.
And of course, no pirate ship is complete without some treasure.
Yes, loads of gems, gold trinkets, even swords.
I was in shock. I thought he was a little crazy.
Steven's wife is right, but the only thing he's crazy about is pirates. He's been a huge fan of the movie series, and get this, both his dad and grandfather were Hollywood set designers.
If we can get the word out that how much people love pirates, hopefully people will listen and keep going.
Coming up, NSU baseball coach Bobby Barbier talks about the progression his team has made in his first year. Plus, the Braves suffered a big blow to their lineup. Nick has the details next.
KLAX is the exclusive provider of ABC and MeTV programming here in Central Louisiana. We're the only station where you can watch new ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor, and Grey's Anatomy, just to name a few.
That's what family does. We take care of each other.
I'm proud of you. The warmth of your love.
And if classic TV programs like Bonanza, Andy Griffin, Batman, or Carol Burnett is more your style, then MeTV's the station for you. As an advertiser, you'll want your products and services presented to these loyal viewers. Our sales team is equipped to prove we can generate new customers and new revenue for your business.
I'll tell you what, it pays to advertise.
And we have a number of low-risk advertising programs designed to prove we work. Call our media consultant team today for a no-risk assessment on how we can help you grow your business. We're ready to prove we work.
The NSU baseball team learned this week that it would not reach the Southland Conference tournament for the first time since 2013. And that's unfortunate because the Demons have started to pick up some momentum here at the end of the season. But first-year head coach Bobby Barbier says right now the goal is about a little more than winning.
It's about the program right now. It's about the program. It's about continually building the program to where we want to get it. And it doesn't end next weekend with the season ending. It keeps going, and it keeps going. So right now we're working toward building that program to how we want to get it.
A pair of La Tech softball players earned regional honors today as outfielder Morgan Turkley and pitcher Crystal De La Cruz were named to the Mid-East Region 3rd team. Turkley hit .367 on the year with 11 doubles, 36 RBIs, and 34 runs scored. She also stole 9 bases and didn't have a single error in the field. De La Cruz posted a 13-3 record with 2 saves and a 1.76 ERA. She struck out 67 batters in 119 innings of work. The duo will lead La Tech into Friday's regional matchup against Minnesota. A little bad news today for the Atlanta Braves. First baseman and major league leader in home runs, Freddie Freeman, will miss at least the next 8 weeks with a fractured bone in his left hand. Freeman, as you see here, hit on the wrist last night in the 5th when the Braves were taking on the Blue Jays. X-rays taken at the park were inconclusive, but he was diagnosed with a fracture after further testing this morning. Freeman batting .341 and has that league high 14 home runs. The All-NBA team was announced this afternoon. Houston's James Harden was the only unanimous player selected to the first team, while LeBron James earned first-team honors for a record-tying 11th time. Here's New Orleans big man Anthony Davis. He was also named to the first team. Pelicans center averaged 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 blocks per game. Rounding out the first team was Russell Westbrook and Kawhi Leonard. The New Orleans Saints were thrilled when Ohio State defensive back Marshawn Lattimore fell to them with the 11th pick in the NFL draft. The Saints had a glaring need in the secondary, and, well, Lattimore clearly fit that hole. He had 4 picks last year and helped anchor the OSU secondary. Now, the Saints will be looking for him to do a little bit of the same for them, but he says it might take a minute.
I knew I had to get adjusted, especially corner. Corner is not easy at all. So, you had to learn that fast, and especially right now, you're professional right now. Everybody is good, so you have to study and break down film and get its technique right for the receiver. So.
And this is a little too fun not to mention. Former NFL players, including Michael Vick and Justin Forsett, will take part in a test game for Scott, the new American Flag Football League. Oh, nice. According to the league's founder, Jeff Lewis, Vick committed to play both quarterback and serve as a league advisor. The test game will run 60 minutes, will be played on a full 100-yard football field with 7 players on each side. Game scheduled for later in June. They're trying to bring flag football trying to make it a pro sport.
I like it.
We'll see what happens.
Thanks, Nick. We'll be right back.
Sing along with Stalag 13.
Hello! Hello! We hope you like our show. We hope you like our show. We'll sing and joke and entertain you folk. You'll laugh, scream, cry, sigh, absolutely die. So please don't go. Please stay and see our show. We hope. Stay and see our show.
Watch MeTV Alexandria over the air on channel 31.2.
Florida woman tried to keep a lid on a curious creature. She called 911 and the responding venom unit found a little iguana in the toilet south of Miami yesterday. It's about 2 feet. They took it out of there, brought it to a wildlife center.
All right.
Hey, that's the least scary thing I could find.
Better than toilet snakes. Thanks for watching.
Stay connected with KLAX ABC 31. Visit us online anytime. Get today's top stories and trending topics. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. See our pics on Instagram. Watch us on YouTube. And make KLAXTV.com your home for local news and information. Plus, download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.